Welcome to BSc Statistics students. So in this lesson I explain Mann-Whitney U-test. There's also two samples. It is also a test of two samples. It is also a non-parametric test. It is also on the part of non-parametric test. So what is a Mann-Whitney U-test? In which fashion you have to consider two samples? So here are two independent samples you have to consider. So for example, x1, x2 and so on, xn1. It is a sample of size n1 drawn from the first population with the function f1x you consider. Drawn from the population which has the function f1x. Similarly, you consider y1, y2 and so on, yn2. It is another sample, second sample, which is drawn from another population with the density function f2y, with the function f2y. So here are two independent samples, two random samples, independent random samples of sizes n1 and 2, drawn from two different populations with the probability functions f1x and f2y respectively. Then the null hypothesis, if you consider, null hypothesis is f1x is equal to f2y. This is what the null hypothesis, that is the two independent samples, are drawn from the same distribution, that is same particular function. Functions are equal, we are considering. That is, which is drawn from the same particular distribution, it is going to be considered. That is the null hypothesis going to be considered. Two independent random samples are drawn from the same distribution. So to test the H0, what we have to consider? First of all, you have to combine two samples. And let T denote the sum of the ranks of the second series. So T is the one particular statistic it is going to be considered. T is the sum of the ranks of second series. That is, you hope you understand, it is Y. Second series means you can easily identify the series Y. So sum of T is nothing but sum of the ranks of the second series. Okay. You can easily say the Y in the combined ordered sample. That is, we have to mix the two samples, combine the two samples, so that T denote the sum of the ranks of the second series. So based on the T, Mann and Whitney have defined the statistic U. For example, you consider U is equivalent to be n1 n2 plus n2 into n2 plus 1 divided by 2 minus T. This is what the statistic U has defined on T. Hope you understand. You can easily understand that the entire this statistic is going to be depends on major part, mainly depends on n2. Okay, second sample, the series of second sample, observations of second sample, some of the ranks of the second sample, that is T. Everything, the best depends on the best possible depends on the second sample. So they have asymptotically the U is following the normal distribution, and Mann and Whitney have discovered the mean and variance of U. The expectation of U, it is equivalent to be considered as n1 n2 divided by 2, and variance of U they have calculated as variance of U n1 n2 multiplied by n1 plus n2 plus 1 divided by 12. This is what the mean and variance they have calculated. So based on this, they have calculated simply a case of normal distribution. So Z is equal to, they have calculated as usual test procedure of calculating test statistic of normal distribution, standard normal distribution. Z is equal to u minus expectation of u divided by standard error of u, and which follows a normal distribution, that is with mean 0 and variance 1, that is standard normal distribution. Therefore Z is equivalent to be, it was considered as u minus expectation of u is n1 n2 divided by 2 and divided by square root of, because it is variance and the standard error is nothing but square root of n1 n2 into n1 plus n2 plus 1 whole divided by 12. Follows standard normal distribution, that normal distribution with mean 0 and variance 1, it is standard normal distribution. So obviously the remaining procedure is simple as usual. We can easily follow the procedure of normal distribution. We calculate modulus of Z, that is computed value. We calculate modulus, and if it is greater than the significant value at specified level of significance alpha, say Z alpha, consider Z alpha. If it is greater than, that is Z, modulus of Z greater than Z alpha, H naught is going to be rejected. Otherwise, that is if modulus of Z is less than or equal to Z alpha, H naught is going to be accepted. It may be accepted. So this is what the test procedure of Mann-Whitney U test and the non-parametric test, which is useful for testing independent samples. Two independent samples. If you have two independent samples, then Mann-Whitney U test is one of the useful tests of testing this hypothesis f1x is equal to f2y. I hope you understand. Thank you very much.